one piece called I Release to You, My Dear Children. Last week I channeled, as like Sam would put it, the Master. And the Master was absolute truth in the guise of me being a wishing well, or a well, out of which the crowd drew from me the water and then drank of it. That was last week. It's a week ago, so it's a long time ago. So after that performance, I went back to Petra's house, my love's house. Had a wonderful time, just was fully in the moment. And then the funny thing is, she breathed into my mouth and said, "I love you," and the voice said, "I love you too." I thought, wow, that's fantastic, that's fucking great, that's great. So this thing loves both of us, this is great. So who am I? And I'm really nothing. And then the next morning, I was on the back porch and thought of that old Indian story about the turtle being, each of us are one turtle in a stack of infinitely many turtles. And once you realize your place is nothing in the universe, the infinite universe, then you are truly human and exist on the earth, which is at the very top of the stack of all the turtles, and you're utterly at peace and enlightened. Well, this is foreplay to that piece later that I intend to read, which is called I Am Enlightened, which is really not me, it's y'all. Y'all. So if I say sing the chorus, I am enlightened, don't say you're enlightened. It's y'all who are enlightened. I'm just a figment of your imagination. Okay? So this is foreplay to that. And this is called I Release to You, My Dear Children. Which after I thought of the piece on the porch, I went inside and said, God, I just am so in love, and wrote this. Might want to go a little louder.
I was working on it. You can do it from back there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I release to you, my dear children. Take comfort in this, my dear children. The earth does not revolve around the sun. They both revolve in all other planets, moons, and comets, asteroid belts and planetoid things around the center of gravity of the whole thing. And what's calmer still, my dear lovely children who I adore, for all the trillions of stars and galaxies, nebula, black holes swallowing everything around them, globular clusters, little flies' wings and spiders' legs, things you leave behind, things you store, little notes, little breaths disappearing on the winter's wind, little bits of light you reflect from your own eyes, or smiles you beam into your lovers on a quiet evening, or tears that he or she may kiss away and let cry into their own. It's truer still that they all revolve together around the center of gravity. You, my dear. In truth, dancing. The only transcendent thing. And my dearest children, I love you with all my heart. My blood flows into each and every one of you, even that non-sentient thing, soon to be my ex-wife. She just the last stepping stone before I crossed the river into true enlightenment and loved myself. Meeting there the love of my life for here and ever after. Thereby joining that transcendent thing. Fully prepared for her to be my stone, my Bible, and rest in the fire, work, playground at the end of my corporeal life. And be myself no matter what and without any cost. Is filled with that which comes out of the center. The same existence that is in all things. Simple, pure, absolute being. And the truth be told, my dear sweet children, that all I represent is a figment of your imagination. Then, many things to many people, yet none of them truly real. An uncovering of a calmer life, when you accept and fully give yourself to the mystery that nothing separates you from life, birth, and death. No gravity holding you in place, no star shining its light upon your face. For you are the transcendent thing, in the very center, projecting itself out into all things. For know, love, bone, flesh, stone, tree, rock, distant galaxy, and speck of dream stuff. The photon passing through a glass that rainbowifies your heart. And you will remember like your absolutely fondest memory come back home to you, that being here, loving yourself, truly is the center of everything, and wholly that which everything revolves about in peace. Accept and share agape like daily bread. Absolutely unconditional love flowing out of you. Lovely rays of light, which it is to know yourself. Even if it means it may never be returned. And through every part of your body, that spark that creates and consumes will explode. The true and ultimate art, eternal recreation, and completely giving of yourself. Thank you.